Let me tell you something, ladies. There's a moment when a man expects you to fall apart. He expects the tears, the breakdown, the angry text at 2 a.m. But what he doesn't expect is your silence, your calm, your glow up. When a man hurts you, don't give him the satisfaction of watching you crumble. Confuse him by rising. Shake his soul by not chasing him. Because the most powerful clapback is peace. When a man hurts you, the first thing he often expects is a reaction, loud, messy, emotional. He's prepared for the fight. He's ready for the screaming, the crying, the long texts, the desperate calls, the "how could you do this to me" conversation. But what throws him off completely is when you don't give him any of that. When instead of reacting emotionally, you respond with poise, silence, and strategy. That's when he starts questioning everything. That's when the confusion sets in. See, emotional control is not about pretending you're not hurt. It's about choosing not to bleed in front of someone who handed you the knife. It's about owning your power even when your heart is broken. When you keep your composure, you flip the script, because now he doesn't get to walk away thinking he broke you. He has to wonder why you're so calm, why you didn't chase, why you didn't fall apart. That wonder, that silence, that is powerful. Understand something. A man expects noise after he causes pain. Drama is familiar. But when you don't show him that hurt, when you let your distance speak for you, that confuses his pride. Because deep down, part of him was relying on your breakdown to validate his ego. Your silence steals that. Your peace steals that. When you respond with strategy, when you step back, take your time, breathe, and move wisely. You show him that your emotions don't run you. You do. You don't have to respond right away. You don't have to match disrespect with chaos. Let him sit with the silence. Let him wonder. Because in that quiet space, a lot gets revealed. You don't need to explain what he already knows he did wrong. You don't need to replay the betrayal out loud. He knows. And the more calm you are, the louder his guilt becomes in his own mind. The power of a quiet, calculated woman is unmatched. You don't chase closure. You don't beg for apologies. You elevate. You shift your energy. And you leave him standing there unsure of what just happened. Because he expected the old version of you. The one who would fight to stay. Who would beg for his love. Who would give him access even after the pain. But now he sees someone different. A woman who doesn't need to scream to be heard. A woman who doesn't need to explain her worth. A woman who knows that emotional discipline is the real revenge. So when he hurts you, don't let him see the reaction he's banking on. Don't give him that script. Confuse him with your silence. Shake him with your strength. And above all, remember, not every action deserves your energy. Some things deserve nothing more than your distance and your peace. There's a special kind of confusion that hits a man when he hurts you, and instead of seeing you fall apart, he watches you rise. When he expects you to lose sleep, stop eating, start crying, and blow up his phone, but instead you start glowing, that's when reality punches him harder than anything you could have said. See, leveling up after pain is the boldest, clearest message you can send. It's not about pretending to be okay. It's about choosing healing over hopelessness. It's about building while you're bleeding. Because nothing disorients a man more than seeing the woman he wounded becoming better without him. This isn't about revenge. This is about redirection. You shift your energy off him and onto you. You stop asking, why did he do this to me? And start asking, what can I learn from this? You take all that pain and pour it into your growth. You pray harder. You work out. You get around people who remind you of your power. You invest in your purpose. You dig deep into your gifts, your peace, your goals. And every step you take in that direction is a step away from the version of you that was once attached to his approval. A lot of men are used to seeing women crumble when they leave. But when a man walks away thinking he broke you, and months later, he sees you glowing differently, loving yourself louder, laughing fully, looking better, moving better, thinking sharper. Trust me, that's confusing. Because he didn't expect you to level up. He thought he was the prize, but your elevation shows him he was just part of the lesson. See, pain has power, but only if you use it right. If you stay stuck in bitterness, you stay bound to the very thing that broke you. But if you take that pain and use it as fuel, you become unstoppable. You become wiser. You become more selective. You stop chasing people and start attracting blessings. That energy shift, it's felt even by the one who hurt you. Tamped, he may not say it out loud, but it'll hit him when he sees the change. And it won't be the outfit or the new hairstyle. It'll be the glow that comes from within. The confidence in your voice, the calm in your spirit, the refusal to entertain what no longer serves you. He'll realize he lost access to a version of you he'll never see again. So don't break down. Build up. Get stronger. Not to prove anything to him, but to remind yourself of who you are. Because when you heal in silence and come back transformed, the message is loud. You may have hurt me, but you didn't stop me. And that right there is what confuses him most. To one of the most powerful things you can do when a man hurts you is to take back control of access and do it without saying a word. That's how you really confuse him. You don't scream, you don't threaten, you don't go on a social media rant. You just stop showing up where you used to. You stop answering like you used to. You stop making him a priority. No explanations, no long goodbyes, just boundaries, firm, clear, and silent. Because when a man is used to getting the best of you with no effort, your absence will echo louder than your presence ever did. See, when someone hurts you, they expect a reaction, yes. But even deeper than that, they expect to still have access. They think she's mad now, but she'll come around. She always does. That's the pattern. They hurt you. You cry, you argue, and then you come back. But when you break that cycle and you pull back, not to be petty, not to play games, but because you finally respect yourself more than you value their comfort, that's when the confusion begins. Attempt. You don't need to explain your worth. You don't need to justify your decision to distance yourself. You don't even need closure. Because guess what? Closure is a self-given gift. And when you realize that, you stop waiting for him to understand why you're gone. You just go. You reclaim your time. You remove his backstage pass to your life. And you do it with grace, no bitterness, no shade, just silence. The thing is, a man knows when he's lost something valuable. He may not admit it. He may act unbothered. But when you pull back and stop making yourself easily available, when you stop showing up for someone who couldn't show up for you, he feels it. He may not show it, but trust and believe it registers. Because access is a privilege. And when you finally act like it is, you change the dynamic completely. Letting someone back into your life without accountability, without change, without healing, that's not loyalty. That's self-abandonment. But when you hold your ground and protect your peace, you send a message that doesn't need words. I don't need you to fix what you broke. I just need you to stay where you left me. That message, it hits different because it's not fueled by hate. It's rooted in self-respect. So the next time someone hurts you and expects to keep you around, confuse them by doing the exact opposite of what they expect. Don't explain yourself. Don't justify your distance. Just step back, guard your space, pull back your energy. Make access to you earned, not automatic. Because once a man realizes the door is closed, and this time, for real, that's when he starts thinking. And that thinking, that's where the regret begins. There's a certain kind of strength that shows up when you choose to stay classy instead of going petty. When a man disrespects you or breaks your heart, everything in you might want to get even. Maybe you want to post something to make him jealous, expose his lies, throw shade, or let the whole world know what he did. But here's the truth. Pettiness might feel good for a moment, but it never leaves you feeling powerful. Class does. Maturity does. Peace does. And when you respond with that kind of grace, trust me, you confuse him in ways pettiness never could. See, most men expect a reaction when they hurt you. They're used to drama, revenge posts, messy comebacks, and emotional breakdowns. But when you do the unexpected, when you walk away with your dignity intact, when you carry yourself like nothing can shake you, that's what gets under his skin. He doesn't know what to do with that because class says, you hurt me, but you don't control me. Class says, I could embarrass you, but I choose to elevate myself. Choosing the high road doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're wise. It means you've grown enough to realize that not every offense deserves your energy. Attempt. It means you understand that real power isn't in clapping back. It's in staying calm when everything inside you wants to explode. It's in letting your silence and your success speak louder than your words ever could. And here's what's wild. When you stay classy, it haunts him more than any petty move ever would, because now he has to sit with what he did. There's no noise to distract him, no back and forth to help him justify his behavior. All he's left with is your silence, your strength, and the version of you that refuses to stoop to his level. That kind of composure. It's unforgettable. You show him that you're not just emotionally mature, you're self-aware. You don't have time to entertain someone who doesn't honor your heart. You're too busy becoming everything he never expected you to be without him. That's the real revenge. Becoming so whole, so peaceful, so elevated that he starts questioning how he ever let you go. And when you respond like that, you're not just confusing him, you're reminding yourself of who you are. You're choosing self-respect over attention, healing over headlines, power over pity. You don't need to drag his name to walk into your next chapter. You just need to rise quietly, confidently, and completely. So when the temptation comes to match his energy, remember you're not here to be seen as petty. You're here to be remembered as powerful. Let him watch you level up with grace. Let him wonder why he can't shake the thought of you. And let your class be the one thing he never saw coming, but will never forget. When a man hurts you, the most confusing and powerful thing you can do is stop revolving your life around him and start pouring everything back into yourself. Because nothing shifts the energy more than when the center of your world is no longer him, it's you. See, men expect to be the sun in your sky. They expect to be the reason you smile, cry, breathe, and break. But when you shift the focus, when you start waking up for you, healing for you, growing for you, you leave him confused, wondering how he lost that much power in your life. The truth is, pain has a way of consuming your attention. You replay what he did, what he said, how he left. You overthink every moment, trying to make sense of the betrayal. And in doing that, you unintentionally make him the main character of your story. But when you decide, truly decide, that you're not going to make him the center of your healing, everything changes. You begin to rewrite the narrative. You stop chasing closure and start creating wholeness. You stop watching his page and start building your own chapter. That shift in focus is what throws him off, because he thought you'd be stuck. He thought you'd be broken. He thought you'd always be available, always watching, always wanting. But when you take your energy back, when you put it into your peace, your projects, your goals, your self-care, you become unpredictable, unreachable, unshakable. He doesn't know where you are anymore, not just physically, but emotionally. And that's what stings the most. See, a woman in pain is expected, but a woman who took the pain, learned from it, and started investing in herself, that's rare. That's powerful. That's confusing to a man who thought his actions would define your future. He didn't expect you to rise. He didn't expect you to find joy in your solitude. He didn't expect you to glow from the inside out with no trace of bitterness. But that's what happens when you take your power back and place yourself at the center of your healing. You don't do this to prove anything to him. You do it because you deserve to remember who you are outside of what someone else did to you. You do it because your purpose is too big to be paused by heartbreak. You do it because self-love is not a trend, it's a transformation. And when you fully step into that, you not only confuse him, you awaken yourself. So stop asking why he did it. Start asking how you can rise from it. Take the focus off him and place it firmly on you. Because when you become the center of your own universe again, everything around you starts to align. He'll feel the shift. He'll see the glow. And he'll realize, maybe a little too late, that losing you meant losing something he can never replace. Ladies, pain may knock you down, but it doesn't have the right to keep you there. When a man hurts you, don't respond with chaos. Respond with calm. Don't seek revenge. Seek elevation. Let your healing be the loudest message. Let your silence be the sharpest echo. You confuse him not by reacting, but by rising. You shift the power when you shift the focus off him and back onto you. Remember this, you don't chase what breaks you. You walk in what builds you. Your worth isn't tied to who left, it's anchored in who you are. So stand tall, speak little, shine brighter. And next time someone tries to dim your light, just smile and glow anyway. Thank you for listening. I love y'all deeply. Stay strong, stay soft, stay powerful, and never forget, the woman who knows her value doesn't just survive heartbreak, she makes it regret ever touching her.